Hi everyone, this is Augustine Moita from the Business Intelligence Agency. This is the 17th part of the tutorial in this series. And in this part, we're going to talk about expenses. So expenses are simply the money that you use in your business that affects the profits. So the expenses group is the fifth in this list of groups. So let us visit it. So under this group, we got around 6 modules. So let us visit the first module with the name My Expenses. In this module, My Expenses is a place to perform expenses. For example, I was working, then I felt I was hungry. I needed food. I spent 200 shillings for lunch. So I'll write I spent 200 shillings, then the comment side I'll put it was for lunch. Then I'll save the transaction. So that's how I've just made an expense. You can see on this date I spent Kenya shillings 200 for lunch. A comment is mandatory. So let's say I did another expense worth 50 shillings. Then let me try not to put the comment and try to save. You'll see that a comment is mandatory. So I must set the comment. So that 50 bob was for airtime. Then I'll save that transaction. So 200 was for lunch, 50 bob was for airtime. So that's simply how we make expenses. So the next thing that I want to show you is that after making expenses, you may want to know the daily expenses that you've made in the whole day. So simply go to the expenses group, then visit the daily expenses. So for today, date 10 on June, 10th of June, I spent 250 shillings. So wherever I just continue doing expenses, for example, I spent another 100 shillings for supper. The daily sales totals will rise to 350 shillings. And that is it, 350 shillings. So the same applies to monthly expenses. For each and every month, you'll get the total expenses, then annual the same way. Then the last thing that we have is the cumulative expenses. Now about the cumulative expenses, it shows the total amount of expenses that we have ever made in our shop since we began using this app. So previously it was 200 shillings, then it was 200, then plus 50 it became 250, then plus 100 it became 350. So cumulative expenses are the total expense that we have ever made in our shop, regardless of the period, even if it is 10 years, even if it is 20 years, regardless of the period. So the wholesome amount of expense that we have ever made in our shop is the cumulative expense. So the total value or the cumulative expense, the current one, is the topmost value, this 350. That's the topmost expense. That's the topmost cumulative expense. So until there, I think we are fine. This other group known as this other module known as used and spoiled items, we shall visit this module later. I shall explain to you later, so just don't worry. So this marks the end of our tutorial. Thank you.